But here's another example of disinformation I really want to point out to you guys. This is incredibly important because this shows how disinformation makes its way through our ecosystem. So make sure you drop some blue hearts for this example because you're about to be mind blown. This reads, "This is the main problem with the post-truth online information ecosystem in a nutshell. A MAGA user claimed last night that the Democratic politicians of Antony Blinken, Nuland, and Vindman had a conversation with Zelenskyy on his flight to Washington before his meeting with Trump. This was a complete lie, and she cites no sources or evidence and goes on to admit she was speculating," meaning this MAGA person made it up. Hours later, more MAGA users started to rehash the claim. Let's go through this. This is going to actually blow your mind, and it kind of shows how this problem begins. So someone named Peachy Keenan. Let me look this person up on Twitter right now. Peachy Keenan has 100,000 Twitter followers, and she said, "Blinken, Rice, Nuland, and Vindman conference call with Zelenskyy on the flight to DC, advising him to stand strong and be tough, and don't let Trump bully you, seems to have backfired." Then Peachy says, "I am speculating, but obviously I'm correct. Obama probably on too." Just making shit up. Obama was probably on the call as well, making stuff up about these calls, and then admitting in this post, "I am speculating." So this person with 100,000 followers posts this. It gets 70,000 views. Not a huge deal, but then some account called Matthew Nickel. Let's see how big this account is really quickly on my side monitor. Matthew Nickel has about 55,000 followers, and for some reason I have him blocked. He must have been trolling me. Matthew Nickel then says, "Rumor has it that traitors Blinken, Nuland, Rice, and Vindman advised Zelenskyy to stand tall in his meeting with Trump. If true, they are acting as foreign agents violating the Logan Act." So he saw this off of a tweet where Peachy admitted she made this up. She said, "I'm speculating, but obviously I'm correct. She made this up." So then Matthew reposts it, and this one actually gets 900,000 views and 27,000 likes. It starts to pick up some steam. A completely false claim, by the way. And then an account named Amuse, just at Amuse. They have over 600,000 followers. Then they say, "Ukraine, Obama's team, including Blinken, Victoria Nuland, Susan Rice, and Alexander Vindman, advised Zelenskyy to reject Trump's deal in violation of the Logan Act." Then it really begins to pick up. We have 1.7 million views on this post. Can I just remind you one more time? This all tracks back to this sourceless claim from Peachy Keenan. And then finally, Richard Grenell, who works within the Trump administration, who should have access to this information. He is currently the special presidential envoy for special missions for Trump. He's working in the Trump admin. He reposts it and says, "This is very serious." So now we have Trump admin officials accusing Vindman, Obama, Blinken, Nuland, Susan Rice of being traitors who coached Zelenskyy when this all came from an anonymous account, or not anonymous account. It all came from an account with zero source. That's even worse. An account with zero source, with not really that many followers, and they admitted they made it up. And this information now has, let's add up these numbers. 70K views, plus about 900K, plus about another 1.7 million, plus about another 300K. That's over 3 million collective views, and I'm sure the story has made its way around much more. Millions and millions, tens of millions of people could now believe that this is real when it was all made up. And I just want to end it with that. Isn't that a wild example of how this works? Let me know in the comments. Isn't that a mind-blowing microcosm of how disinformation rapidly spreads through the sphere and makes its way to the Trump admin? Let me know. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next video. I love all of you, and peace out.